I want to make this video on anxiety when we study a language. Technically, there's something called foreign language anxiety, but whenever you look at the research for it, the research is really geared towards the classroom environment. Like they say, one of the best ways to overcome foreign language anxiety, it falls on the teacher. And the teacher tries to do the best they can by making the environment more inviting and comfortable for the students. But at the end of the day, there's going to be some students still who feel that anxiety. And it wasn't until I started studying psychology and I started working with clients on anxiety. Anxiety tends to originate from us. It originates from our perspective of the situation. Like the example I give a lot is you look at an airplane from a terminal at an airport. There could be someone who has anxiety flying. So they can look at an airplane and just the sight of an airplane or knowing that they're about to go on a flight is going to create a lot of anxiety in them. There's going to be a lot of racing thoughts. At the same time, there could be a different person in that same terminal on the same day looking at that same airplane and not feel anything. So in that sense, it's not the airplane that's causing the anxiety. It's our perception of that airplane that's creating the anxiety. And the same thing can happen when we look at a language. Our perception of a language, how we feel about our ability to learn a language, what we believe could go wrong when we try speaking to people, when we try writing, what we believe could happen if we take a foreign language test. All that plays into our ability to perform. And anxiety has also been studied in performance psychology. Obviously, because there's athletes who have to be focused and have enough arousal, they say, in the actual activity of doing the sport. But they need to try to find that sweet spot, right? Because you can't be too aroused. If you're too activated, then athletes they can choke. So it's a tough balance to find yourself in that sweet spot, but at the same time, have that arousal be positive and not so anxious where all your worries are kind of running away from you. All that to say, I guess this is my first time on camera really talking about the challenge I have with learning a language. I've talked about it with some close friends that I've had, but to really put it out there is scary in itself for me, and to, in a way, combat my own anxiety, which is kind of what I'm hoping to talk about a little bit more. Because when we look at the literature and some of the best ways to overcome your anxiety is to confront your fears. It's to first identify the thing that you're afraid of, to identify what the worst case scenario is, and then really challenge yourself by engaging with that and seeing if that fear is actually true. And even if that fear does come true, is it as bad as you think that it is? So it's a lot of this restructuring of how we think about our perception of this language. And going back to the performance psychology element, athletes will go into this system for practicing they call deliberate practice, which is it is making a conscious decision to focus on your weaknesses and to engage in specified routines to work on those weaknesses. And every time, it's like someone who's practicing a field goal. Every time they kick a new ball, they get feedback on whether the ball goes into the goal or whether something is veering it off, so that they can apply that feedback to their next attempt. It's having a conscious focus on what you're doing in the moment. And not only that, when you're doing that for your weaknesses, it's not very fun. It's uncomfortable. And for those of us who experience a lot of anxiety, I believe that uncomfortability is what pushes us away from the language. So this is something that I've been researching for a while, for the past few years now. And I would try to, I guess, now talk about it in front of a camera, see if I can find a way to put it into words, but also hopefully that some of you find benefit of it. So I guess that's it. If you're interested in this subject, I'll probably give a number of books that I that talk about this a little bit. But hopefully you find some use, and hopefully it improves your journey of engaging in the language. I know a lot of the techniques that I've been employing for the past while have been helping me practice, but also just sitting down to do it, because sometimes my anxiety will push me away from studying at all. So yeah, I guess that's it. This is the first video. And I hope you stick around if you find this stuff useful for you. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Hopefully see you in the next video. Take care.